Why is voter turnout crucial for electoral success? Imagine a race where only half the runners show up. The winner might not be the fastest, but the one who gets the most supporters to the finish line. That's what voter turnout is all about. It's the percentage of eligible voters who actually cast a ballot in an election. This number can change everything. If a candidate wants to win, they need to understand how many people are willing to vote and how to get them to the polls. In campaign strategy and planning, knowing voter turnout helps set clear electoral goals. For example, if a campaign knows that only 50% of registered voters in a district usually vote, they can aim to increase that number. They might target specific groups who tend to vote less but support their candidate. This helps focus resources where they can make the biggest difference. Close elections are especially sensitive to voter turnout. When races are tight, even a small increase in votes from key groups can tip the scales. Campaigns often concentrate on swing areas or battleground districts where voter turnout can decide the outcome. If they succeed in motivating more supporters to vote in these areas, they improve their chances of winning. Campaign funds are limited, so knowing where to spend them is vital. Targeted outreach efforts like door-to-door visits or phone calls are more effective than broad advertising. Campaigns use data on who votes less often but supports them to direct their efforts. This way, they make every dollar count and increase the likelihood of turning out voters who favor them. Higher voter turnout can also shift the electoral landscape. When more people participate, candidates who appeal to groups that usually vote less, like young voters or minorities, may have a better shot at winning. Campaigns that focus on mobilizing these groups can change who wins and how campaigns plan their strategies. Voter turnout also shows how well a campaign is doing at engaging supporters. If a candidate's supporters turn out in large numbers, it means the campaign's message is resonating. Campaigns analyze turnout data to see what's working and what needs adjusting. This helps them refine their messaging and fundraising efforts. For campaigns and fundraising, setting specific turnout goals is key. They might aim for a certain percentage increase among specific groups or in particular areas. Using data to identify where turnout can be boosted helps allocate resources wisely. Campaigns often emphasize voting in their messaging to motivate supporters and justify fundraising efforts. Monitoring turnout during the campaign allows teams to adapt quickly. If they see turnout lagging in certain areas, they can ramp up outreach efforts. This flexibility can make the difference between victory and defeat. In the end, voter turnout is the backbone of electoral success. It determines who actually votes and how many votes a candidate receives. Campaigns that focus on increasing turnout among their supporters and persuadable voters are more likely to reach their electoral goals. It's about turning support into votes and making every effort count on election day.